Hello, History Explorers. I'm Diankles, and this is the Treasures of History channel. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating and often underestimated topic, the role of women in ancient societies. From Mesopotamian civilizations to the Roman Empire, women played crucial roles despite the restrictions imposed by their cultures. Get ready for a journey through time, where we'll uncover the mysteries and realities of women's lives in past eras. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take this moment to subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's rediscover the forgotten pages of history together. Chapter 1: Women in Mesopotamia, Guardians of Life. Let's begin our journey in Mesopotamia, one of the first great civilizations of humanity. Here, women had a paradoxical role. On one hand, they were seen as the guardians of the home and family, responsible for domestic tasks and the education of children. However, some women achieved prominent positions in society, mainly as priestesses and, in rare cases, even as rulers. The goddess Inanna, for example, was one of the main deities of Mesopotamia and was represented by powerful women. Additionally, texts like the Code of Hammurabi, which we have already discussed here on the channel, show that women had legal rights, though limited. They could own property, make contracts, and in some cases, request a divorce. The lives of Mesopotamian women were a complex network of duties and rights, with an influence that extended beyond the boundaries of the home. Chapter 2: Ancient Egypt, the Ladies of the Nile. We now move to ancient Egypt, a civilization where women held a relatively high position compared to other ancient societies. In Egypt, women were seen as equal to men before the law. They could own land, participate in business, and even serve as priestesses in temples. Egypt is also known for its female rulers, such as Hatshepsut, who proclaimed herself pharaoh and ruled for about 20 years, and Cleopatra, whose intelligence and political skills made her one of the most iconic figures in history. Moreover, women played fundamental roles in Egyptian religion, serving as wives of Ammonius or occupying other priestly positions. Family life was also central to Egyptian women, who were responsible for educating children and managing the household. However, this position of respect did not mean full equality. Many women still faced limitations and strict expectations regarding behavior and social roles. Chapter 3: Ancient Greece, the Paradox of Athens and Sparta. When we think of ancient Greece, we immediately recall Athenian democracy and Spartan heroes. However, the lives of women in these two poles of Greek civilization were quite distinct and, in many cases, oppressive. In Athens, women lived restricted lives, confined to the domestic space. They did not participate in politics, could not vote or own property, and their activities were limited to the home, where they were responsible for weaving, cooking, and raising children. Even so, they played a vital role in maintaining the oikos, or household, which was the foundation of Athenian society. On the other hand, in Sparta, women enjoyed greater freedom. They were encouraged to exercise, had formal education, and could own property. This autonomy, unusual in ancient Greece, was due to Sparta's military focus. With men often away on military campaigns, women took on the responsibility of managing properties and keeping the economy running. This contrast between Athens and Sparta shows how ideas about the role of women could vary significantly even within the same culture. Chapter 4: Ancient Rome, from matrons to empresses. Now we arrive in Rome, where women also played a crucial role, though often in the shadow of their husbands or fathers. Roman matrons, especially those from noble families, were responsible for managing the household and educating children, but they could also influence politics and society through their husbands and sons. A notable example is Livia Drusilla, the wife of Emperor Augustus, who had great influence over state affairs. Women of the Roman elite could also engage in business and had some financial autonomy. However, like in other ancient societies, Roman women were subject to laws that restricted their freedom and rights. For example, the Ius Trium Liberorum was a law that offered certain privileges to women who had given birth to 3 children, highlighting the importance of procreation in Roman society. Furthermore, Roman women were deeply involved in religious life, such as the Vestal Virgins, who maintained the sacred fire of Vesta, or in mystery cults like that of Cybele. Chapter 5: The Role of Women in Indigenous and Asian Societies. As we explore the indigenous societies of the Americas and ancient Asian cultures, we find great diversity in the role of women. In the indigenous societies of North America, for instance, many matrilineal tribes, like the Iroquois, gave women a central role in decision-making and the administration of daily life. Women were seen as the caretakers of the land and community, and in some cultures, they had the power to elect and depose tribal chiefs. In Asia, the role of women varied greatly between different cultures. In China, for example, during the Han Dynasty, women were mainly responsible for the family and home, but figures like Ban Zhao, a famous historian and scholar, show that there was room for women of intellect and ability. In Japan, women of the Heian nobility played important roles in literature and the arts, as demonstrated by the author Murasaki Shikibu, who wrote the tale of Genji. These examples demonstrate that, despite cultural limitations, women found ways to exert power and influence in their societies. Final chapter. Through this journey across ancient societies, we see that women, even when facing social and cultural restrictions, played essential roles in their communities. Their contributions, often hidden or minimized, were fundamental to the construction and maintenance of these civilizations. It is crucial that we continue to explore and value these stories so that we can fully understand the impact of women on human history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share it with your friends. This helps us bring more content like this, unraveling the mysteries and forgotten stories of our past. See you next time here on Treasures of History.